J'ai donc ramené les 3 pierres noires, mais au moment où l'archimage a voulu activer la balise, il s'est passé quelque chose. Des Nehriméens, l'armée conduite par Coarek, se sont infiltrés dans la ville. D'autres sont derrière les portes, tentent d'envahir Arc. Skyrim essaie actuellement de sceller les portes pour empêcher les Nehriméens de piller la ville. Je dois le rejoindre immédiatement. Lui est le grand maître de l'ordre. Les Nehriméens dans la ville. Incroyable. Et en même temps la nuit tombe. Où se trouve Skyrim, le grand maître de l'ordre, et tous leurs conseillers? Ils sont ici. Allume une torche. Ouais, tu l'as dit.
One more time to the slow thinkers among us. I recognize a magic blockade when I see one. And as long as it is active, we can't put up the barrier.
I understand that you're upset, but an order is an order. I'm sorry.
Bonsoir.
What is going on?
Thank
Où est
the
le grand
sun,
maître?
Ironfield. I'm trying in vain to
Il est
make
là.
this highly intelligent commander of yours understand that these headaches are not arbitrary.
Grandmaster?
Skyrim is right, Commander. Something is wrong. We...
What the...
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
The Nehriméens are inside the city! They're inside the city, damn it!
D'accord.
Come here. What is
Ils
the
nous
meaning
entourent
of
d'une
this?
barrière de protection.
The Nehriméens, they're inside the King's Bay! Their ships, they just appeared! I don't understand!
They just appeared? Are you trying to tell us that an entire fleet entered our harbor and nobody noticed it?
Of course. They cast an invisibility spell on their fleet. The magical blockade prevented us from recognizing it. Good plan. Thanks to the utterly capable military around here. One that worked out perfect.
Watch your mouth, wild mage. Nobody...
Commander, it does not matter how it happened. We must act quickly. Sharon, is the spell for the barrier at the gates ready?
One at the main gate, yes. Until now, we couldn't cast it because of the blockade. Can I give the signal?
Yes. They want us to panic, but we will not do them a favor. Activate the barrier, then return to us. Soldier, you said that the Nehriméens have already invaded the city. To what extent?
They're in the Fog District, I think. They overran the harbour gate before we were able to close it. But Sergeant Harlichan has entrenched himself at the gate of the lower district. He won't be able to hold it for long.
Good. Commander, station your soldiers on the battlement and use arrows to keep the Nehriméens at a distance. Don't let them get close to the market. You, Prophet, will accompany me there. We will liberate the south quarter and then secure the harbor gate, so that Skyrim will be able to place a barrier there as well. At least the heart of the city will be safe then.
You're going to fight.
Yes. Now go. Time is of the essence.
Understood. Soldier, follow me.
Are you ready?
Attendez une seconde. Les Nehriméens sont dans la ville. Comment ont-ils réussi à entrer sans que personne ne les remarque?
Magic, as Skyrim said. They've put a spell on their fleet to make it invisible. Probably the doing of Coarek's mute bodyguard. I've heard stories about him, and I fear they have infiltrated us in secret too. But we won't discuss this now. Are you ready?
Oui, l'heure est pas à la discussion. On y va.
Good. We need to find Sergeant Harlian. The soldier said he's in the south quarter. Follow me.
Retrouver le sergent. Suivons le grand maître. Ah, la ville est en flammes, incroyable.
Bastards. They will
Qu'est-ce qui se passe là? Vas-y, la place du marché, ouvre. Où est-ce qu'on va? Où est le grand maître? Suis-le. Je fais que ça.
infiltrators. Just as I suspected.
Attention! Les hommes de Coarek sont ici. Exactement. sont-ils? Putain, ils ont mis le feu place du marché, c'est dingue. Attention. Par là. Quartier sud, c'est ça. Incroyable. Comment ont-ils pu infiltrer la ville? Je t'ai expliqué. Regardez, ils sont là. Les espions de Coarek. Plagne-moi cette racaille. Lui là. Suis-moi ce fils de pute. Où est le grand maître? Il est là. On y va? Regarde sur les cadavres. Rien. Bah rien, tu vas passer ton temps à explorer les cadavres. Non, mais je cherche des choses qui peuvent m'intéresser. Comme quoi? Comme des torches. J'en manque énormément. J'ai du mal à trouver des torches. Non, lui, il est pas mort, lui. Regarde celui-là. Pas de torche, rien. Ok. Où est le grand maître? Il est passé où? Là. Le sergent, il est là. Arlejan.
Who? Grand Master Aranthio. It is an honor.
The honor is mine. What is the gate's status?
Est-ce que la porte tient?
Dozens of Nehriméens are behind this gate and they're setting up rams.
Then we will stop them. We have to secure the harbor gate at all costs. Once we have done that, our majors will seal the gate. This is all of you, I take it?
For now, yes. But reinforcements are on the way. I forgive my failure, Master. We should have seen it coming, but everything just happened so quickly.
I know. Now come on, we march out. Every second we wait will help the enemy.
Yes, sir. Guardsmen, the Grand Master is relying on us, and so is Malthus.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait le cuisinier là? Il est affolé ou quoi? Va faire ta bouffe. Allez, le quartier sud. Ah non, c'est les hautes terres là, d'accord. On va où là? Une torche. Flingue-moi ces salopards. Lui là. Il est mort. T'inquiète pas. Je récupère sur eux. Je cherche des torches, il n'y en a pas. Bah, c'est pas le moment de chercher des torches. On est en pleine nuit. Il n'y a pas de torche. Allez, roule. Où est le grand maître? Ici. Plus bas. Putain, il m'attend pas, lui. Regarde ici. Je regarde peut-être. Torche, en voilà une. Sur notre garde, regarde. Torche, en voilà deux. Ouais, c'est quand même pas mal, non? Comme si tu les défendais au lieu de ramasser les torches. Regarde ça. Là, le commandant Sylvas de l'armée de Coarek. Faut le tuer, lui. Et voilà, c'est fait. Regarde sur lui.
Good. Now close the gate.
Yes, sir.
On s'en fout, il a rien. Où est le grand maître? Le 3 qui t'attend? Bah normalement oui. Est-ce qu'il est passé? Là, la porte est barrée. La rue est barrée, on peut pas passer.
Jam, Sergeant!
Ouais, elle est coincée, mais bien sûr, on peut pas passer.
Is it possible that the Nehriméens have sabotaged the mechanism?
Possible.
Sabotage? Yes, of course, that must be it. What?
Ah, il est là.
The locking mechanisms of the gate are on both sides of the wall, correct?
Yes. Yes, Master, that's right.
Good. Good. Prophet, you and I will fix the cranks.
On n'y voit rien.
You and your men will keep the Nehriméens off the gate. When we are finished, we will give the signal for retreat. Understood?
Yes, Master, of course. Gideon, Belmont, prepare the cannon. Let's show the bastards what it means to defy the Lightborn. We will await your signal, Grand Master. May his light guide you.
And you. Follow me, Prophet.
D'accord. Tu vas. Ah, la ville brûle. Ah d'accord. On est où là? On entre par là.
Well then, there are two cranks with which the portcullis is controlled. One can be reached by following the left hallway, the other one is to the right. We do not know if the Nehriméens have already sabotaged both mechanisms, but I suppose so. You take the left crank, I will take the one on the right. Once that is done, you will return to the city gate. Understood?
Activer le mécanisme de la porte. Et si les Nehriméens ont déjà entièrement détruit le mécanisme, il se passera quoi?
I'm sure they're trying their best to do just that, but it will take time. The defense mechanisms of Ark are more than solid. Let's not push our luck, however. Go.
Très bien. Gauche. Ici donc. Bouclier. Attention, fais gaffe à toi. Soigne-toi, soigne-toi, soigne-toi. Tant pis pour la fièvre arcanique. Attends un peu. T'as ton bouclier? Ouais. Bouffe un truc, n'importe quoi. Remplis ta barbouille, s'il te plaît, sinon t'es mort. Allez, on y va. On est où, là? Les cadavres. Ton avis? Monte l'échelle. T'es sûr? Sûr de rien. Attention aux surprises. Sauvegarde. Et allons-y. Rien de particulier ici, pas le temps de fouiller. Va trop vite. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est quoi? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Fais gaffe! Pourquoi tu vas pas l'épée à la main dès que tu rentres là-dedans? Tu vas te faire flinguer! Garde ton épée à la main. Pas de torche? Non, laisse tomber. Ça, je récupère? Bah non, là non. Point de vie. Ouais, je m'en doute. Attention. Ici, il n'y a rien.
There they are. Gideon, Nara, prepare the fire spitter.
Ça, c'est les gardiens de
Thou art
l'ordre.
my light, my shimmer at the horizon. Your
Fire!
Tir au canon. Fais gaffe. Bloc thermo. Ils sont solides, les gars. Lui, vas-y. Empalé. Waouh. Elle va mourir, toi. Regarde. Y a pas de torche sur... Arrête avec tes torches. Ramasse ça. Une potion. Augmente la fièvre arcanique, évidemment. Une potion supplémentaire augmentera encore la fièvre arcanique. T'as pas de potion contre la fièvre arcanique? Si, alors vas-y. Ouais, ici. Ici quoi? Là. L'ambroisie. 2. C'est bon. Ça la diminuera. Bon, fais gaffe à toi, là. Sauvegarde. Et je te répète que les pelles à main, c'est mieux. Voilà. Allez, saute là-dedans. Je te dis qu'il a pas de torche. T'es vraiment sourdingue, hein? On est où, là? Ben, on est... Écoute le bruit des canons, là. On va où, là? Je cherche le mécanisme, ben le voilà. Qui peut activer la porte. Fais gaffe derrière toi! Un assassin Nehriméen. Ouais, par surprise, il voulait m'avoir. Et voilà, mon pote. Ton infiltration n'a pas été bien loin. Masque antique, pourquoi pas, intéressant. C'est tout. Allez, active le mécanisme. Ça y est. Allez voir le patrouilleur Argent. Faut le retrouver. Garde l'épée à la main. Par où je sors? J'en sais rien, tu verras. Non, il n'y a rien à gauche. Va voir, va voir, va voir. Mais non, je suis paumé là-dedans. Là. Sous l'échelle. Passe derrière l'échelle. Quoi, passe derrière l'échelle? Alors, grimpe. Non, non, non. Derrière l'échelle. Ici, ici, ici. Voilà, va voir. Il n'y a pas une porte quelque part? Ben voilà. C'est là où on est rentré avec le grand maître. Et vas-y. Ah, quelle tombe! Incroyable! On est où, là? Ils sont où? En dessous. Saute. Attention à toi. Voilà, ils sont là. Ah oui, on peut pas passer là, d'accord. Si, on peut passer. Non, on peut pas. Le grand maître, il est là.
Yes.
Non. Vous prenez des décisions, vous faites quoi? Ah, ils ont baissé la herse. D'accord. Et les Nehriméens sont derrière. Ouais. Est-ce qu'on les voit? Quoi qui est terminé?
Well, I suppose reconquering the gate didn't go as well as planned, did it? What happened here?
Nothing. Secure the gate.
As you wish. However, seems we have a visitor.
Tiamor Aranthio on the battlefield. I
Coarek.
must confess, I am surprised. Oh my, these
Allez, voilà,
fools
d'accord.
trusted you until the end. It seems you still valued human life as little as you did back in Kira. How many people was it, Aranthio? I have forgotten.
Wise words from the mouth of a warmonger.
Oh, so that is what I am to you. If I remember correctly, it was you who refused to negotiate. You might not believe it, but I enjoy this no more than you do. Hence, one more time, Eranthiel, surrender. Your so-called army is a joke compared to mine.
Il n'y a qu'une grille qui nous sépare, dommage.
Time until we find a way into the city. So, for once in your life, make the right call and end this conflict before it gets even bloodier than it is now.
Well said, Coarek. So, what do you expect us to do now? Ask in your wisdom? Kneel before you?
Yaslan Sharim, how disappointing to see you here. All your life you have fought religion and its tentacles, and now you fight for it.
I fight for something called common sense. Should try it sometime.
As I said, Eranthiel, last chance. Stop working on the beacon, and no one will be harmed. The cleansing has to happen, and you will not stop it. Trust me, I will.
Now, is that all?
It is. It is. Elmer, line up the prisoners.
Ah oui, carrément.
I want to see each one of them crucified before night.
Salopard.
And then inform the troops. Every Enderalayan will be killed on sight.
Understood.
What? Religion is a sickness, Eranthiel, and it is the cause of pretty much all the evil that has happened in this world over the past millennia. Your son saw that too, unlike you, but he also made a fatal mistake. To believe that the death of the Lightborn was going to change things. But they were just a symptom, not the cause of the sickness. The cause is religiosity itself, this particular way of thinking.
Ah ouais. Ah, je pense que la cause de cette maladie, ce sont les fous, comme toi.
Oh, believe me, my train of thought is more rational than you might think. Religious people choose irrationality above reason, and dogmas above free thinking. They turn themselves into puppets, and by doing this, they are responsible too. And your behavior, Eranthiel, is the last proof I needed. Believe me, I wish there were another way, but you have shown me that there isn't. The High Ones will never elevate us until the ulcer of religiosity has been torn from every single head in this world. I've tried the peaceful way, but you don't seem to want it. Now live with the consequences. By the way, it's good to see that you have survived. What's about to happen now is your fault, Eranthiel. Don't even try to convince yourself otherwise.
Take this. We need to go back to the temple.
Un parchemin de téléportation, d'accord. Pourquoi vous n'avez pas aidé Arlejean et le garde?
And lead that entropist right into the city? Their death was necessary.
Évidemment.
It was an honor for them.
Est-ce que Ark est en sécurité maintenant?
As soon as Skyrim and the Arcanists have cast the seal on the door, it will be as safe as it can get, yes. But let us talk in the temple.
Et maintenant, on fait quoi?
We will proceed as planned. Light the beacon as soon as possible. That is all that matters.
Très bien.
So, how long do you need to seal the gate?
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Good. Be quick about it. Guardsman, what is the situation in the other districts? Are all of the intruders dead?
Yes, Master. Some of the infiltrators have fled to the sewers, but we're in pursuit.
Good. Tell the commander that I want all corpses to be disposed of before night falls, and let the repairs start as soon as possible. We are protected from intruders, but we have to be aware of a panicking crowd inside. Then tell her to place archers and fire breathers on every battlement. There are arcanists who will try to break the seals, but we won't let them.
Understood, Grandmaster.
Now then,
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Lui, il se téléporte là? D'accord. Eh bien, on t'a dit d'aller au temple du soleil avec une téléportation. Ok? Bon, allez, Agnar. Temple du soleil, téléportation immédiate. Allez, c'est parti.
By the righteous path, you are well.
What happened to Coarek? And why in blazes do
Qui a
you
été
stand
tué?
around like bloody waxwork
C'est Kylie,
figures?
Coarek has betrayed
le
us.
maître des sceaux.
What?
He has revealed the locations of our scouting posts to Coarek's army. That's why we didn't see their ships coming. A keeper has caught him talking to Coarek through one of
nous a
the silver
trahis.
plates. And don't worry, he's only unconscious.
Ah ouais.
Commander, get him out of here.
Of course, Grandmaster. Where should I take him?
Anywhere, for heck's sake! We will deal with him later. This is not a case for the tribunal.
Very well, Grandmaster.
What is the status of the beacon? Where is Marigel?
At the beacon. And there is a problem with your machine. But that's something they should tell you themselves. Now, excuse me, the entire city is in panic. The people expect an explanation.
Then give them one. Follow me, Prophet, to the beacon.
Allons-y. À la balise.
I don't care, damn it. Just do it.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ça ne fonctionne pas.
I tell you, there's no word about Numinos.
Un
Well, if you
Numinos.
say so, then I guess we have to get used to the idea that our machine will not glow anytime soon.
What are you talking about? We have the stones.
Grandmaster. Yes, that is right. We have the stones, and they give the beacon the energy it needs, as we had assumed. But
This crystal in the middle of the cross. It is the core of the machine, the Numinos.
Ah ouais.
So?
the Numinos is empty, Grandmaster. That's why it is so dark. If we were to ignite the beacon now, its energy would be emitted aimlessly, with devastating results.
An explosion, to be precise. An enormous one.
Ouais. Donc ça signifie qu'on a travaillé avec une énorme poudrière tout ce temps.
No, it's more than that. The beacon can defeat the High Ones. The more we learn about it, the more certain we become. However, it needs a target, a kind of focal point. And if we ignite it without one, things will become very uncomfortable.
Ça signifie donc que sans le Numinos au centre, activé, la balise est inutile.
So it seems, yes.
I am very sorry, Grandmaster. We should have some...
So we have to find this Numinos as soon as possible.
Yes. And before you ask, we don't know yet what the Numinos actually is, and neither do we know where to search for it.
But we will find a way. Give us a week, maybe two, and there will be results, I assure you.
Then begin. Prophet, get some rest. You will need it.
Je dois aller me reposer.
Such chaos.
Un tel chaos, hein, tu l'as dit. Est-ce que je peux vous aider à trouver ce fameux Numinos?
Yes, I think so. But right now we can't do anything but read the writings from old Dothu Grant for the upteenth time, hoping for some clue we might have missed before.
Mais qu'est-il arrivé au maître des sceaux, Bartard? On dit qu'il nous a trahis.
Yes, he did. Even though he was one of the closest confidants of the Grand Master. I don't know what to say.
Est-ce que tu sais au moins pourquoi il a fait ça?
Not really. But it was no secret that he regarded the Grand Master's actions against the Nehriméens as careless. He does not seem to understand that the beacon was our only chance.
Alors ça signifie que la seule chose à faire maintenant, c'est de chercher le Numinos et espérer que les Nehriméens n'entrent pas dans la ville avant.
Yes, I guess. You should take a rest. I was told what you did to secure the gate. We'll call you as soon as we need her.
Très bien. Très bien.
I'm certain of it.
Good. That's good. Thank you.
Quoi,
And
quoi?
may his light guide
Va te reposer. Après tout ce que tu as fait. Ils te préviendront dès qu'il y aura quelque chose à faire. T'enverront un émissaire ou le grand maître lui-même et tu seras prévenu. Ouais. Reposer où? Dans les quartiers du temple. Bah, j'y suis, ouais. C'est pas loin. Là où dorment tous les gardiens de l'ordre. Novices et guerriers ou mages expérimentés.
Have you heard? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal. Despite the wars.
Et ça discute.
They are bold.
Ça va dormir.
I'll give them that.
Tu sais qu'il y a un bar d'ici?
Evil prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I
Ouais,
really
merci,
do.
merci. Où est mon lit? Normalement, tout ça, ce sont des pièces occupées par d'autres.
Yes. Yes, that just might work.
Et qui ça? Va voir. Accélère. Ah, je peux dormir ici? Je croyais que j'avais un lit attitré. Ici. Ah, déjà la nuit, le temps passe vite. D'accord. Et va dormir. Allez. Dormir. Jusqu'à midi au moins. Quoi? D'accord. La tête sur l'oreiller. Quoi? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Encore? Oui, Agnar. Tu as 9 ans, 10 ans. Cauchemar qui revient. Je dois parler à mon père. Une fois encore, Agnar. Regarde comme le temps est beau. Là aussi, c'est un vrai petit paradis. La maison. Ton père n'est pas très loin. Il est là. Papa.
Now look who's here. So, my child, I know you still didn't find it. You think you know what you're doing. But the truth is, you're still wandering through the mist, just like all the others.
Tu as tort, papa. Nous avons trouvé la torche. Et j'ai trouvé le feu.
Yes, that is what you believe. You know, it would be so easy to see the truth, to feel it, if you, for all your heroism, had not forgotten one thing.
Oubliez quoi?
To listen. Come, let me show you what I mean.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Ben, suis ton père. Est-ce que ta mère et ta sœur sont ici? Une fois de plus, un mauvais pressentiment. Mon cauchemar, sous une autre forme, qui se poursuit. Tu ne le sais pas, Agnar. Tu as 9 ans, 10 ans. La viande.
There we go. Sit down and let us listen to the silence.
Oui?
Okay, fine. I get it. You know you have sinned, and that's why you're lying. But look, honey, I'm your husband, and I deserve the truth. Lying is a sin. You know that as well as I do. And you also know the position this puts me in.
What do you want me to say? It's ours.
Et ta mère, Agnar.
Yours.
Mine? You make me unhappy. You know that. You make me very, very unhappy.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Next time it's going to hurt. Whose child is it?
Tout se passe dans l'autre pièce.
Oh Lord, is this what I get for my piety? All these years I sacrificed myself for this family. I toiled, I buried my dreams, and all of it because I wanted them to be happy. And now my own witch betrays me and carries another one's fruit in her belly. But no, as if that weren't enough, she denies me the truth. Me, her own husband. Just what am I supposed to do now, Lord? I beg you, tell me. What shall I do? Yes, of course, Lord. You are right. How could I be so blind? The Creator has spoken to me, honey. A child born of sin is tainted. And this is why we will drown it. Yes, that's what we'll do. As soon as it's out, we'll put it in the trough.
You're a monster. You're a goddamned monster.
I beg your pardon.
No,
I think you just said something that would have made me really unhappy. But unfortunately, I didn't hear you loudly enough. So please, be so kind as to say it again.
Il la frappe.
I can't hear you, darling. I can't hear you. So tell me, my child, how does it feel to be powerless? How does it feel having to watch and not being able to do anything?
Je n'ai pas pu m'en empêcher. Je n'ai jamais pu.
No, but now you can, can't you? But there's no more time, silly. I have to go now, forever. It's been so long since I last ate, and I'm craving a slice of meat. Bloody, crisp meat. Goodbye.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce tableau?
Hey, Saira, wake up.
Kalia,
What's the matter?
les sauver. Nous devons les sauver. Nous devons allumer la balise.
What? But we will. You found the black stones, Saira, and we'll use them to banish the High Ones, no matter how hard this Coarek tries to stop us. But first of all, calm down a little.
Ouais, je vais bien, ce cauchemar. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi tu es là?
Well, because I heard you screaming, I suppose? And both Skyrim and the Archmagister were asked...
Tu es où?
Apparently they have a clue as to where to find this Numenos.
D'accord.
You should go see them as soon as possible.
Bien.
Good. They're in the Chronicum, as usual. Walk blessed, Saira. Yes?
Non. J'ai parlé déjà de tout ça avec elle. Bon, je dois les rejoindre. Au Chronicum. Et Kalia, tu me réveilles et tu me laisses choir.
keep walking.
Où est la sortie déjà? Oui, c'est ici. Et où va Kalia? Arrête de la suivre. Ce que tu fais, c'est... Tu es où? Apparemment, il y a un clue. Tu es où? Là. Où est la sortie déjà? Oui, c'est ici. Oui, c'est ici. Et où va Kalia? Arrête de la suivre. Ce que tu fais, c'est... Tu es où? Apparemment, il y a un clue. Tu es où? Là. Où est la sortie déjà? Oui, c'est ici. qu'elle va au Chronicum, elle aussi? Tu le sauras? Non. Pas du tout. Ah, allez go, va voir. Va voir ce qu'ils veulent.
Sounds to me as if we'd risk a lot
L'archimage est ici.
ghost of a chance. I'm not sure if this is wise.
No chance is better than two. That's how the saying goes. You should talk to the Grandmaster. He called for you.
Did he now? How nice. Then I suppose I'll answer the holy call of duty. Walk blessed, Archmagister. Ah, Prophet. If you have a moment, I'd like to talk. Just come upstairs when you find the time.
There you are. Have you recovered?
Oui, aussi bien que possible. Alors, quelle est la situation?
Well, I suppose as good as can be expected under our circumstances. The Truchessus and half our Arkin is to reinforce the gate sigil, which makes working on the beacon harder, of course. Furthermore, the nightmares have become worse, and more reports of the Red Madness are coming in. It's tragic. Truly tragic.
D'autres cas de folie pourpre?
Yes. Citizens are disappearing from the city, and our outposts are finding them in the wilderness, starving and delirious. And even worse, they are extremely violent. Take care if you're on the road.
Et quels sont les progrès avec la balise? On m'a dit que vous aviez trouvé une piste qui concerne le Numinos.
Well, let's say we have a lead to a place where we could find a lead. But let me start at the beginning. While you were sleeping, someone tried to break into the storehouse of the garrison. A starling named Kamai.
Et pourquoi a-t-il forcé la porte de l'entrepôt?
Well, brace yourself. He said he was looking for shadow steel, because he's been working on a starship for 2 decades now. He wants to use it to find the forgotten homeland of his people.
Un dirigeable. La patrie oubliée. C'est quoi?
Yes. Doesn't it ring a bell? The Star People believe that their ancestors were born in a forgotten place among the stars. A place without war or hunger, where everyone lives in perfect harmony. All the technology, all the machines that we owe to them, were invented to help them get back to this place.
D'accord.
A very nostalgic idea. It really is. But unfortunately, a lot of Star People have died in that quest. The starships have crashed, or they simply disappeared.
Astreville.
Up until now, no one has ever found the Star City. Kumai, however, claims that he can do it.
Oui, mais en quoi ça concerne le Numinos nécessaire pour la balise?
Well, bear with me. At first, of course, we all considered him insane. He was begging and pleading and insisting that he was just an inch from finishing his ship, and that it really could get him to the Star City.
What?
Unlike the others, the Grandmaster listened to him,
Quoi?
and he ordered the scouts in Doomville to look for the cave where he claimed his workshop was. And you won't believe it, but...
What?
Arrêtez de bouger sans arrêt, là.
The ship really does exist. And secondly, he says he used ancient Starling plans to construct the ship, which were handed down for generations in Anku, the Starling city on Nehriméens.
Un navire.
We had a look at them. They look very similar to the plans we used to construct the beacon.
Et un dirigeable. Ils y ressemblent. Donc, vous insinuez que les anciens pères des Astrolins, qui vivent apparemment dans cette ville oubliée, sont aussi ceux qui ont créé la balise.
Well, either that, or the ones who created the beacon also helped the ancient fathers build the Star City. There's no way to know for sure. But either way, what it does mean is that the ancient fathers must have known about the cycle, and therefore about the High Ones and the cleansing.
Ouais. Et vous pensez qu'il pourrait nous aider à trouver ce qu'est le Numinos?
Well, let's put it this way. If anybody knows, it's them. And it's definitely the best lead we have found so far. So, in other words, what that means is that we need to help this Kamai finish his ship, and that we will accompany him on his journey to the Star City. Just imagine if it works. A city in the stars that has lasted for millennia. It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable.
Une ville dans les étoiles. En d'autres termes, notre objectif est de faire voler le dirigeable, de nous rendre à l'Astreville et de trouver le Numinos avec l'aide des citoyens de cette ville oubliée.
You make it sound so easy. But in a nutshell, yes, that's what we need to do.
Très bien. Et comment fait-on?
First, you should visit Gamai's workshop in the Powder Desert. The Grand Master and some Arcanists have already left. And needless to say, be vigilant when outside the city. The Nehriméens might not be careless enough to have their camp right in front of the gates, but they have established outposts all over Enderal, as you have undoubtedly already noticed. You are familiar with teleport magic, aren't you? Here, take this scroll. It will transport you directly to the Powder Desert. I need to get back to my studies now. The more we learn about the beacon, the more fascinating it becomes.
Très bien.
Huh? Let's hope he knows what he's
Move
doing.
along.
Se rendre au chantier du dirigeable dans, dans le désert de poudre. Ouais. Eh bien, j'ai un sort de téléportation pour ça. Bon, déjà, sortons d'ici. Ah, je suis censé aller où, là? Ah. Rendez-vous au chantier du dirigeable, dans le désert de poudre. Et pour ça, j'ai un parchemin de téléportation. Mais où est Kalia? Allez, on se téléporte. Tu vas pas parcourir le trajet à cheval avec garde, non? Mais ouais, c'est plus rapide, allons-y. Avant de me téléporter dans ce désert de poudre, dans l'entrepôt, Charim veut me voir. Et où est-il? Sans doute à l'étage. Le plus haut.
I don't doubt it. I still can't believe that really happened.
Non, il n'est pas ici.
Brother Yarrow,
Plus haut.
he was such a
The
good...
fabled prodigy.
I don't think the Red
I
Man
hope you can live up
much
to what
about
they
that.
say about you.
Probably
I
not.
really
no.
do.
I wonder how
Le
it
voilà.
happens.
There you are.
What do you mean?
The red eye...
Charim,
The Shari brought that map from some Parayan ruin a couple of weeks ago. It's
l'Ishari.
confusing, doesn't it? She said it contains more knowledge about the Parayans than all the tomes in the Sun Temple's library put together. And now she's gone, just like Constantine.
Hélas.
It still feels surreal.
You don't say. His wife was
Vous vouliez me voir?
I did, yes, because I require your help in a personal matter.
That's not what I mean. Her death
Et il s'agit de quoi?
Hard to explain. Come.
in him, only grief. The hatred only came shortly...
Fair enough. Where do I start? Imagine the following scenario. You're in an old fortress. Suddenly a door opens and a bandit charges in.
Ouais.
Before you even realize what is happening, he raises his bow, knocks an arrow, and fires it straight at your throat. What happens next?
D'accord. Il y a plusieurs possibilités, Charim. J'évite la flèche, oui. Je lève mon bouclier et dévie la flèche. Je peux aussi invoquer une barrière magique pour repousser l'attaque. Ou bien la flèche me manque. Qu'est-ce que je te dise? Allez, je lève mon bouclier et je dévie la flèche.
That is one possibility, yes. It might be the one you would experience. Truth, however, is a bit more complex than that. Reality branches off into millions of new realities. One in which the bandit kills you, one in which he gets hit by a falling piece of rubble from the ceiling, one in which a tunnel spider jumps out from the shadows and kills him. The possibilities are endless. Everything that can happen will happen, and creates a new eventuality in the process. Another reality.
Très intéressant. En d'autres termes, si je survis à la flèche dans une réalité, je meurs dans une autre.
In a million others, yes. There might even be one where a magical anomaly suddenly transforms the bandit into a Mirad.
Tout est possible.
Everything that can happen will happen. This is the nature of our universe.
La mère des éventualités. J'ai raison de supposer que votre quête y est reliée. La mère des probabilités, de ces mondes multiples, à partir d'un acte qui se ramifie, se multiplie. Je me rappelle excuse-moi Charim, c'est pas de ton époque, mais la théorie des mondes parallèles, ou de la réalité qui se subdivise à l'infini, sous d'autres formes.
I'm getting there. I assume you know that this mechanism is also the reason for the existence of magic.
Oui.
An arcanist is able to transport eventualities from one reality into another, and thus perform feats considered supernatural. So far, so good. But what if there were a way to not only bring elements of other eventualities into ours, but to travel these other realities physically?
Ah, les parcourir, j'en rêve. Mettre le pied dans une sorte de monde parallèle. Ah, j'en parlais juste avant.
I am indeed.
Et comment c'est possible?
Well, this is where it gets exciting, isn't it? With the Planeswalker. Come, let us sit.
Ah ouais, puis qu'on se pose ici. D'accord.
Have you ever heard of the name Dalmarek?
Dalmark. Dalmarek. Dalmarek. Le gardien qui a détruit... J'aimerais te voir quand je te parle. Qui a détruit Talgard avec le feu du soleil. C'est ça, ce que disent les légendes.
That's the one. What hardly anyone knows, however, is that Dalmarek's experiments reached far beyond the Sunwheel. Among other things, he worked on a device called the Planeswalker, a combination of Enderalian mentalism and Paraean technology.
Et cet appareil nous permettrait de changer de réalité, c'est ça?
Temporarily, yes. Sadly, Dalmarek never had the chance to finish it, since he was too busy blowing up Thalgard.
Vous envisagez donc de reconstruire le marche-plan, c'est ça? Pourquoi? Pour sauver l'Ishari?
Lashari? No. Even if we were to find a reality where she didn't die, we couldn't bring her back. Suffice it to say that there is something I need to see.
Dommage.
Something I want to see. To be honest, it wasn't my intention to drag someone else into this. But there's no other choice, so here we are.
On ne devrait pas plutôt concentrer nos recherches sur le Numinos?
We should, yes. But let me reassure you that this endeavor won't take up too much of our time. And as I've already said, I would not bother you with this if it weren't important.
Un tel dispositif pourrait-il nous aider dans notre lutte contre la fin de ce cycle?
It could, but not that much. Other than what I'm planning to use the Planeswalker for, we lack a concrete plan for using it against the cycle. The only thing we could do with it is use it to blindly glimpse into other realities and hope that we can gain information in the few moments we have there. And for reasons I will elaborate on later, traveling into other realities is quite dangerous. In other words, it's not worth the risk. No, Prophet. Our fight against the High Ones is one we'll have to fight in this world. There's no way around that.
Comment ça? Dangereux? à construire. Vous avez donc besoin de mon aide pour reconstruire le marche-plan.
Indeed. It would mean a lot to me, if that's worth anything to you.
Qu'est-ce que j'y gagne, je m'en fous. Les mondes parallèles, ça m'intéresse. Et par où commence-t-on?
Well, first of all, we need to acquire 2 materials I wasn't able to find here in Ark. The ether crystal and a special kind of alloy. According to my research, Dalmaric's old laboratory in Thalgard would be a good place to start our search.
Un cristal d'éther. Et où est ce laboratoire?
Right in the middle of Thalgard's contaminated areas, so it will be dangerous. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where we should find the entrance. I have some preparations to make first, so let us meet there shortly. Ah, and one more thing. I would appreciate it if we could keep this matter between you and I for now. I know I've said it before, but this mission is personal, and I'd rather not have to justify it to Aranthiel. Firstly, because it's a personal matter. Secondly, it's too much of a risk as long as Kalim and his helper are still sauntering about. The less people know of this mission, the better.
Ah, j'espère qu'il n'y a pas un complot derrière tout ça. Vous avez parlé d'un rituel d'activation, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, that's complicated. We'll talk about it once we get
D'accord.
there.
Écoutez, si je dois risquer ma vie, je veux savoir de quoi il s'agit, au moins l'essentiel.
I'm not sure.
Toujours
Maybe
plus
later,
tard.
all right?
D'accord. Eh bien, commençons.
We will. I will meet you in Thalgard.
Quelle est la priorité? Le rejoindre là-bas? Ou aller dans l'entrepôt où ils construisent ce navire?